back. It is another video with me. Now on the weekend I had a client to do. I drove all the way to the city to work on a beautiful girl for her birthday. Now I just did a really nice soft glam look and I thought it'd be good for you guys to see what it looks like when I do work on clients. Also, don't forget to give me some love. I'm going to put somewhere on the screen all my social medias. Let's get into the video. So the first product I'm going to be using is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. This is such a great primer as it's a 2-in-1 product. It primes and moisturizes at the same time. Okay, time for brows. So I'm going to go with the Benefit Goop Proof Brow Pencil in the shade 4. Now the client has pretty good brows as is, so I'm just going to slowly just fill in any gaps and just tidy it up a bit. Okay, time to get a base ready for this eyeshadow. So I'm just going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light. I'm just going to use a damp beauty sponge just to blend that all out. And then with some translucent powder from Laura Mercier, I'm just going to apply that just to set it all. So the palette that I'm going to be sticking with today is the 24G palette by Morphe. And I'm just going to take the shade Creamer and just start adding that to the lid as a transition shade. So the next colour from this palette I'm going to be using is the shade Baked, and all I'm going to be doing is just starting to warm up that eye look just a little bit more and just adding it on the outer edge and blending it in because I really want like a nice smoky look. And the next warm shade from this palette I'm going to be taking Frenchie, and all I'm going to do is just place that just a little bit higher than where we placed Baked and just blending the two together. To really deepen up this look, I'm going to take the shade Brew, which is one of the darker shades in the palette, and just add it just focusing on the outer edge of the eye and just really smoking it out till it's super dark. To make this look come all together, I'm going to use a shade Dream, which is this really nice shimmery colour, and I'm just going to add some Urban Decay setting spray to really get that pigment to come through. I'm just going to place it on the inner corner of the eye and just slowly blend it out. Base of her face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation in the shade 310, and I'm just going to start blending that out with a wet beauty sponge. And the best thing about this foundation is actually quite buildable, so it can be very natural or add a couple more layers to be an all-night look. So it's now time to conceal. I'm going to use the Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in the shade Swan, and I'm just going to place that just under the eyes, on the nose, forehead and chin, and just blend that out with a wet beauty sponge. So to begin the contouring process, I'm going to sculpt her face with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Rich and just blend that out with a wet beauty sponge. So to bake under her eyes, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I'm just going to use a beauty sponge just to pack that on underneath and then just apply a little bit to the face just to set everything in place. So to add some extra sculpt to her face, I'm going to take the Benefit Hoola Bronzer and just place that just on top of where we put that Shape Tape using an angled brush. Now for some blush, I'm going to dip into this Tarte blush palette and use this really nice coral shade called Mod and just apply that to the apples of her cheeks and just blending it into the contour. Now it's time to make her glow. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit and use the shade Summer and just apply that to the cheekbones and all the high places on her face, like her nose, her cupid's bow, and under her brows. So all the key components of her face are done, so I'm just going to take my setting spray and just apply that all to the face to make sure everything's set and ready to go for all night. Time to get our eyes ready for lashes. I'm just going to apply a couple coats of the Flower Beauty Mascara. So time to get her lips luscious. I'm going to use the MAC lip liner in the shade Boldy Bear, and I'm just going to overline just ever so slightly on the bottom lip and top and just blend that in, as well as adding on a mini Huda Beauty Bombshell Liquid Matte Lipstick. Now I'm just going to take my Urban Decay setting spray and just spray her chest area, and that's just going to help when I go to add some highlighter to really make her collarbones pop. And the last finishing touch for this look is the lashes. I'm using the Ardell Baby Wispy Lashes, and I'm just going to cut and apply them to her eyelid. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. My client was so stunning. She had such flawless skin. I honestly could work with it all day. I had so much fun actually filming this. If you like seeing things like this, let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in next week's video.